Warning: this program may contain foul language and awful arithmetic. It should not be viewed by anyone who is triggered by first started at 18 saw 90 with the opponent on the finish. Anyone learning how to mentally calculate 11 plus 8 plus 26. Sincerely, Josh reminds you to please add and subtract responsibly. Well, now there we get the audio on. What up? Welcome to another slightly frantic evening of Quarantine Premier League. You see, once again, I'm not quite in the booth setup. That's okay, though, because we are still ready to get a fun match going on tonight here between Sweet Action Mike Gilligan and DJ Mike Hughes, who will also be featured on another stream later tonight. We'll get to that in a moment. For now, let's look at the season standings recap. So we see the number 3 and 9 spots here. Gilligan with 7 points. Hughes yet to get points on the board. Needs a win or a draw to get 2 or 1 points respectively there. Still looking for that. Despite that, has put up some pretty good numbers this season so far. So still above a 50 average through his 4 matches. Mike not too far, Gilligan, I should say. You can't say Mike here. Gilligan not too far ahead in the average with 1 additional match played, though certainly a big difference in some of the power scoring we see on the left side of the board, certainly favoring Sweet Action here. Also with 2 maximums under his belt already, just 5 matches in. The players have corked. I forgot to reframe their boards, but they can go ahead and get it started while I do that, guys. Shoot them well.
Shoot well, Mike. You too, man.
We've had better nights. We've had worse nights. And we're back in business. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful boards. Wait, I forgot. I promised I wouldn't sing anymore. My fault. All right, big man in the chat. Big man bearded. Saying, come on, Mike. Big Mike fan here. I don't know exactly what the Vegas line is or who's taking bets on this, but I believe it's darn near even odds for Mike in this matchup. So Mike out ahead. And Mike coming back. But Mike pushing the gap. And we'll see if Mike can bridge it.
1.5.
Real punishing turn there from Sweet Action to set himself up on a nice, tight little 240. He'll need a treble to get into range, but a ton would put him in a fantastic spot. A ton 40 would just be gravy. Looking for a treble. Not a double. Second one got away from him, but overall 3 decently enough play starts. And Hughes will not get into range here, so they advantage Gilligan. Oh, there's the 140 we were talking about. To set up tops. Beautiful. Brilliant stuff after 6 visits.
99.
Double 10 now. Yikes, way outside. Can he correct it? No. Moved in the right direction that time, but only split the difference. Did not find the target. A doable ton 40 here. No longer doable. So just looking to apply some pressure. Could do it. Just needs to throw one dart pretty high in the 20. Good job not to bust there. Fantastic. So, under pressure now, this double 10 for Gilligan, who sometimes he's hot on it, sometimes he's super cold on it. We'll see if he goes 2 or... Wait, no, we got 2 to go 6. But wants to attack it on the double 7 directly instead of splitting 6 for double 4. Goes inside, so a chance here for DJ Mike Hughes. Gets it. Wow. First start of his 8th visit. Beautiful stuff for an early break of throw from DJ Mike Hughes, who's coming out firing. So I mentioned this is his first match of 2 tonight. He is playing for
62.
his Photal A Life later this evening in the FO Dart League, the Don't Forget to Save and Exit Your Match Dart League. DJ Mike Hughes ended the season in 10th place in the A Division, which earned him the chance to defeat the rising player from B. One of the rising players from B via promotion
66.
is now having to play DJ Mike Hughes, who's like kind of like the boss level player in this promotion spot from the B division to the A division in Photal. And so that'll be, I think, at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central tonight on Twitch at twitch.tv/FO Dart League. DJ Mike Hughes versus perennial competitor The Jig.
60.
Formerly bearded, recently debearded.
Come on.
DJ Mike Hughes, though, still with the flowing golden locks. Maybe not gold, maybe a dusty brown, as we see in his photo there on the right, bottom right side of the board. Gilligan, though, with some flowing hair of his own. Not to be outdone.
60.
But as it is, so far this match, hair, leg, and the score
64.
to DJ Mike Hughes. Wow, great second and third dart from Hughes. I think for a ton 21 there from him.
135.
No, it's going to be a 131.
97.
131. Or 121 Qs. Right, 54, 7, 60.
That was trouble.
Ah, sorry.
The 135, right? Because 114, 25, 135?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
All right, well, the booth just getting in and making a mess of things. I have no one to blame but myself.
Okay. 41.
Well, apologies to DJ Mike Hughes there for potentially interrupting his rhythm as he was approaching the Aki. Need to institute a policy for myself just to let the bad math fly. To just figure out what to do with it later if it does in fact turn out to be bad math. Of course, that was bad math on my part, not considering the triple seven. I just really thought it was in the single, but if I had thought about putting two more sevens on there and getting to 135, I'm sure that would have been clear enough. Oh, Mike Gilligan making the right decision there, going for that sweet action 25 or 50 spot to give himself a chance at a checkout. Instead, it looked like he just kind of broadsided it. Hughes wanted to split two for double four. Oh, just making a mess of this one. Completely missed outside of the board on the single two attempt. Now a doable 92 for sweet action. 72 here. We'll see if he goes treble 12. Yikes, I don't know what the intention was there.
41.
On 72, Mike loves treble 12. And I don't really see that change with two darts in hand. Anyway, it's double two now for Hughes.
6.
And it doesn't go. So I think it'll be 19 for double 16 here. For a break right back. No, it's 11 for tops. Now it's 3 to set up double 16 on the return. Almost finds the double thereof and has to burn another dart on the next visit. If there is a next visit, which there is not. DJ Mike Hughes getting in there. Holding his throw, not deservedly so. But then again, he is the one who made the double, so I guess he does deserve it. I'm not going to take the point away from him. Completes the break.
41.
Up 2-0. I don't think anyone had that on their prediction sheet going into tonight's match. At least not if you were making your predictions based on the table.
45.
Gilligan in that 3 spot, alone with 7 points, behind
41.
Kenny with 9, Jerry with 8, and ahead of Jesse and Dave with 6 each. And pretty close late differentials as well
36.
among the group of them, with the exception of the Shenandoah slinger, Kenny Johnson, who's at plus 17. Gilligan at plus 8. Hughes at minus 12 here through his 4.
55.
So pushed the West Texas Marauder, the current number 2, Jerry Melendez, to a last leg decider in the opening week.
80.
Almost pushed Toaster, Dave Weiland, fellow photo competitor, to a last leg decider in the following week. Getting way behind pretty early there, and then starting to stage a real nice comeback, got a little bit of momentum going, and then Toaster turned it back on there, so a 7-4 defeat there in week 2. Threw well against Darren Ross, the Beard, in week 3, threw a 51 average, but came away from that with a 7-3 loss, so perhaps attributable to some timing and doubling issues there. Next week came out and was dealt some of Rattlesnake, Jesse Hopper's absolute best starts of the season so far.
41.
Hughes, for his effort, threw a 54 and took 4 legs, but Rattlesnake was just relentless, throwing almost a 60 average, 59.48, and taking the 7-leg win. And then here we are in week 6 against Gilligan. So, I mean, he's played solid players. He's played well. He's put up good numbers. And I think just some of the doubles haven't gone. Some of the opportunities haven't been taken. But those 0 points could easily be 2, if not 4, or more based on the way these first bunches have gone. This first kind of half of the season has gone for DJ Mike Hughes.
24.
So maybe he thinks of it as just that, just the first half of the season, and now it's time to turn it up for the second half. And it is certainly not too late.
41.
Definitely not too late to make a run for the playoffs and probably not too late to even try to sneak in a 2 seed.
25.
Especially if he takes 2 points for his effort in week 6. But Gilligan's not going to make it easy. Wonder what he would have done there if he'd had another single 20. Would have wanted to go 25
4.
to set up a 167. I bet he would have.
57.
All right, so Q's getting into there. We'll have 148 left. We'll see how much pressure that 148 will be on. Maybe it'll be a 148 to match. It won't. What will it be, though? Pretty surprised at that first start at the 18s there. I'm not sure what the thinking is, motivation is. Is 9 of them 168 to leave 40? Maybe that's it. A kind of unpressured 66 here for Hughes. Just wanted to follow up that 15 with another one to set up double 18. I wanted to do it again. First one, Robin Hood. Second one, find single 2. Essentially just passing his turn on to Gilligan. Treble 17 for tops now. Finding 60 with his first. And it's off. The treble 14 here is the target, and he finds it. So this 49 will be under pressure now. Gilligan getting to 32 here. Again, Hughes missing the big number. Oh, missing it again. Double 1, the madhouse. Oh, no. He goes 245, 1 to score 48. Gilligan now for a steal of a steal after a beautiful setup, a beautiful 119 to leave 32 from 151. Double 12 now. Oh no. Too high. A great effort though. Good job not underthrowing any one of those. Hughes missing it again. 45 remaining. What is going on? Does he just need to move up to the 5? He does. Good. Get back in that area. Oh, doesn't find the double 20, but at least he gave himself a shot at it. What is happening here? What's in the water in Aurora? Double 12. Gilligan. Too hot. Too cold. Ah, come on, Mike. You couldn't put it in on the third one to complete the just right. Hughes all over the place, side to side here. One of the single 7 found the treble. Double 9 now.
22.
Too high. Yikes. Oh, psychologically, it could just be kind of gone this leg for Mike Hughes. Maybe I could have just said for Mike. Maybe I didn't need to specify Hughes. 1 for double 4. And the double 4 is way off. Here, a slightly frustrated 14 call there out on the right side of the board. The right board. There we go. Sheepish first start call there from Sweet Action. Yikes. Big yikes. Well, they have time to correct that. And regardless of how ugly it was, Gilligan needed that leg oh so bad. That was a critical hold. Still down a break here, though. Let's take a look at our stats. I think that will be turning up
33.
early on. These players potentially doing more harm than good to themselves psychologically, but that will work out.
Breakfast.
Well, it looked great to start. Hughes opening with a 22 dart break a throw. And it started to get a little sloppy. The scoring was there, but then the doubling got nervy in leg 2. Hughes breaking in 31. Now Gilligan there holding in
60.
just a wreck of a leg for a 43 darter. Hughes well out ahead here, poised to hold. Pardon me. Tried to reach to toggle my booth microphone off and just couldn't reach it in time while my face was contorting, my eyes were closing. Ugh. Needs another big number to get in the checkout range there, Hughes.
54.
That will do it. Gonna need 2 big trebles here to get into range. Oh, decent effort. Very decent effort. But 6 starts at the 142 minimum. Yikes. Blown opportunity to get down below 100 with his opponent still well above 200. We'll see if Gilligan can punish. Big Man Bearded asking if I'm going to do another quarantine season after this one. Still to be determined on the Premier League side. So I do run a bunch of quarantine leagues, different divisions and seasons with online play among players.
55.
Whether we do another broadcast season, I'm still deciding, as I'm looking to do an in-person broadcast potentially starting in the next couple of months. So we'll see how plans shake out throughout this the kind of next 3 weeks or so. And we'll have some updates sort of around the beginning of November. It's tops here for Hughes.
36.
So good setup and found the right direction with his attempts at tops there, Mike Hughes. Just one a little bit too high and the next a little bit too low. Back to treble 19s here for Mike.
Golly, 13.
Finding instead 4 threes and a 1, and Hughes walks right through the door there. Starting to get this train back on track. Little 31 darter. So average is not dropping anymore, at least. As we kick off leg 5 here.
600.
That's just what Mike needed, what Gilligan needed to put a little bit of pep in his leg. Again, a critical hole to throw here.
121.
And hopefully he's inspired from his last hole to throw. Despite it being a 43 darter, you just, listen, the leg is the leg. He doesn't get any fewer points for it. And no points awarded for averages here in the Quarantine League. Third dart following the first instead of the second, unfortunately, there for Hughes.
45.
$29.
Unfortunate treble 3 on that second dart. But getting out ahead of Gilligan on this throw, Mike Hughes is. And could very much take the advantage here. A ton would be gigantic. Or a 95, just one big trouble.
41.
Oh no, a single 3 with the third. Will Mike set up 63? One more 19 would set up a bull shot. Oh, it's a bad math, but it works out. Wow! Does it work out? And how? Gilligan coming up with another late leg
44.
big score to set up a checkout and put some pressure on a leg that was looking to be in his opponent's favor. 76 left. 71 now. Treble 19. Or, oops, sorry.
29.
That's 81. Treble 19, 71. Treble 13 he wanted for double 16.
45.
And we'll see if Gilligan goes 25 or 45 here with his first start. I think he's going to go 25. Then again, he does like shooting at double 10. Straight to double 10 he wanted. It'll have to be 13 for the bullseye. Oh no, and he even had the treble in there. He had the treble in to set up 24. It was masterful. Oh, it was such a great setup dart. He needs to get a new board. That was in there. That treble bed looks pretty beat up. It's the bullseye now for a 106. Oh, just outside for Mike Hughes. Finding 5 with the first, hitting the treble 17 on 101. Oh, it's just outside. Gilligan here. 10 for tops. That's what I figured. Wow. The ship is righting. Congraw appeared in the chat saying, "Sup, City League Darts? Sup, Congraw?" It's been a wild one, but we're getting back on here. Of course, if you're ever interested in seeing the view that I'm looking at, you can always check out the match URL and then just put in /broadcast booth and get all the neat little insights and stats and data that I'm pulling from. I don't know why that 60s sounded so humdrum. Gilligan just putting in a tidy little 26 start leg there.
Breakfast.
Well, maybe not the tidiest, finding a score of 15 with 65 left on his 8th visit to the board. Congraw saying he's on his phone. He can barely see the boards already. I hear that. Well, that's one of the things that I'm eager to get back into in-person broadcasting for,
83.
so that every camera I'm working with is delivering full resolution, so I can do board cameras and even tight camera shots at full resolution, full HD. Is right now I'm kind of constrained by the resolution that the players are able to deliver via their Skype feeds, which in almost all these cases is being enlarged to fit the size that you see right now.
42.
That said, I still think this Skype and NDI setup is just one of the cleanest audio video rigs that I've seen on these darts web streams. And Gilligan, another super duper well timed
25.
high ton. So about to get that break right back here. Finally, 6 legs in. Trying to get back to even. It won't happen this visit. Very well could next visit. And there's a pretty good chance there will be a chance after that if it's needed. And after that 26, there's a good chance it will be needed.
57.
So good targeting from Hughes there. Wanted 719, so 133 would have left him on the big fish. Solid math awareness there from him. Wow! Wow! It was unlikely. The 19 left 96, 60, 36, and 2 darts. Gilligan riding the ship. It's incredible. I mean, I'm not surprised necessarily, but I'm not surprised. Congrass saying great out. I love the 19 for a start on 115. I know mathematically it's a bad choice because missing either way, left or right, leaves you on a bogey with the 2 darts left. And if you go 20s and you miss into the 5, then you still have 110 left. You can go 60-50 on there. But I'm just a big fan of 19s there. If you hit it, you have 58 left, so it's 18 tops. Unbustable combination and just, clean move back up to the board, up to the top of the board. And if you hit the single, you have 96. Again, move back up to the top of the board, clean 60, 36 there, as opposed to going 20s for a start, miss the first one, 95, treble 19, double 19. Like, no one likes shooting at that double 19. It's beautiful. Congrass saying he might be a jinx to DJ. He shows up and all of a sudden this lead disappears. The advantage is back with sweet action Mike Gilligan. We'll see. I don't know what to say. As I'm sure you're aware, as I was saying earlier, DJ Mike Hughes is back up on Twitch later this evening, battling for his Photo A life. And dealing with a mighty stubborn dart there. Trying to pluck that thing out of the board. Wow, we're having some big scores here. And this pretty high quality 7th leg. Again, these players racing to 7 to win the match. Or they can draw at 6 apiece in this best of 12 Quarantine Premier League match. Well, I was going to say, Mike Hughes just needs 3 darts in the 20 to get into range.
9.
He does not need those 3 darts at all, however. So Gilligan poised to be first. And he will be first to a checkout. Just one treble here would put Mike Hughes right back in the running.
55.
96 with 2 darts. We've already seen it. Not this time, however.
41.
Yikes. Super tight third dart. Oh, it's on for Hughes. One more of those would have left tops. Oh, had 80 left. One another trouble to leave double 10. Unfortunately, push it off left. Trouble 17 now for Gilligan. It's in there. Double 12. Double 7 now, finding the double 5 with the second. That's a very, very awkward switch back down. Even just mentally dealing with that. Single 18 now for tops. For Hughes for a steal back. Oh no, tight, tight, tight.
55.
Very low attempt at tops there. Had a tough time letting that go. We'll see if he goes 6 here. Nope, wants to attack it straight off. Gilligan busts it into that adjacent double 19. Just on the wrong side of the wire. Might have even touched it. Much more comfortable double 10 here for Hughes. Double 5.
10.
Uh-oh. There we go. Players finally showing us all some mercy. Showing each other some mercy. Showing themselves some mercy. Gilligan deciding to get over the line there. Allow us to move on. Well, that's it's so ridiculous. It's such a shame. I mean, so much of the scoring has been there. There have been some visits of 7 and 21 and stuff like that, but for the most part, the visits have been solid, and it's just in that sub 80 range, I think, where it's just really, really been kind of falling apart.
70.
Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. And I mean that within a match. I just mean leg to leg, not even on the night. I mean in the 5 minutes.
60.
So we see these players, like I said, righting the ship, getting back to those 50s averages we've seen.
100.
And continuing that climb, and again, like we saw in that match preview, Gilligan out ahead with that power scoring.
66.
And I expect that again, not only to continue, but to accelerate. That 100 makes this throw pretty critical for Mike Hughes. Needs to get in trouble here. Otherwise, Gilligan will be racing away for a break of throw. That last leg brought him ahead for the first time in the match.
40.
But a ton here would take Mike Hughes right back into it.
44.
44, not quite so much. Gilligan with all the advantage in the world here. Wouldn't you love to see a 60-60, 36? A 60, though, will be pretty effective. All of a sudden, this 160 feels just that much farther away with its opponent on 96. Well, still no difference between them. Effectively the same scores. Very comfortable 1-2 punch checkouts. He's going to go treble 20 for double 18. Does not find it.
56.
So Gilligan will have tops if he gets a chance at it. Might be tops for Hughes here. It was. I think that first one is low.
41.
It was. So double 20 here for Gilligan. And his first break? No, not first break, a throw. Double 10. Oh, inside. Hughes now given a chance. 19 for tops. How about straight to the madhouse? Double 1. 1 up. Ooh.
All over my own face.
1 in your face. It was supposed to be 1 up, 1 in. It was not. It's 2 up.
No score.
No score for Gilligan there. Meanwhile, Hughes is getting a little camera something. We'll see if we get a score in there.
Second dart.
Lost your cam, Hughes, if you just want to do a little toggle for us.
Yeah. Oh, now.
Yep, great. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, Hughes taking time to turn off his camera, run to the board, smack into 19, smack into double 20, and, we have no evidence to the contrary, but, hey, he's a good guy. We'll take his word for it. I know him IRL. He's not just some internet stranger who owes me money.
41.
Perhaps the Congraw DJ Mike Hughes jinx confirmed.
60.
And we're all trying to mess up Hughes here tonight. I'm trying to screw him up with the math, telling him his correct math is wrong. His camera's fritzing out on the stream.
God, you lost 64.
Bouncing around all those singles and checkouts.
81.
Wow, but turning it back here. Such a just a like a lack of flow. And I don't mean in throw to throw here. I think the leg pacing is fine. I just mean momentum and the swings and who's just where it feels like the match is going. I just there's no pattern to it.
60.
Congraw saying he's still up from last night. It was an exciting night. Congraw, the recrowned. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the title retaining champion of the Fodal Open Cup. So congratulations to him, taking that out in a thriller against Fodal's own left-handed hooligan.
60.
And that match will still be available for a week or two on the Fodal Twitch. If you want to watch that, which I certainly recommend you do, I know I will be sometime in the next few days.
Come on. 26.
Congraw saying he only wanted to have something to hide his bald spot. I don't get it. Is the prize like a yarmulke or something? Oh, well, not a bogey, but yikes. Leaving himself downtown, Gilligan. Oh, Congraw with the crown. The crown to cover the ball spot. Okay, got it. I guess that makes a little bit more sense than Yamaka. Yikes, no 167 again. For Gilligan, that one.
41.
Doing him in. 80 for Mike Hughes. Wow. 80 the funky way. 157.22.
Yeah, 79.
Yep, it's right. He's triple checking his math. It's 58 and it's 22, and that adds up to 8-0. I mean, it's 50. Yeah, 58, 22. Yep. Did I say 57, 58, and 22? Either way, it was good all the way. Again, I can't make sense of this pacing. And look at these stats now. We have just a shave, just nothing between these averages. Gilligan's still way ahead in the power scoring, but Hughes is just getting this consistency in and taking his chances. Wow, what a break.
100.
The break right back for Mike Hughes to snag the advantage right back away here.
100.
And now throwing for a guaranteed point for the match. Hughes just needing one more leg to guarantee that the worst outcome he could have here would be a 6-6 draw. But he's going for the win. He wants all two. He's hungry for it. He's out for blood tonight. Not just now, but later on as well. It won't be another ton visit for Gilligan.
22.
And that's a chance for Hughes to get back in this leg. Oh, well, he took the chance. He did well with it. He could have taken it so much better. Just a couple millimeters to the left with that last start. A ton would have made a huge difference there from an 81.
41.
But still with the advantage back now. Hopefully he was going to go 19, 20, 25 there if he was unable to head to trouble.
46.
But we'll never know.
Oh, yeah.
41.
60.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think Gilligan realizing he did some bad math there would have rather stayed up high. I think he thought he was shaving a 9. If he did want to switch down off the 20s, he would have wanted 17s there to leave a much tidier ton. As it is, it's going to be treble 20 for double 19. Could be a marker. Could he lay it on top of that one? Oh, no. Clicks it below. Very doable. 6-10 split here leaves double 18. Decent range. Oh, terrible follow-up. Now will he split it at 6-10 or he's going to go right for it? Oh, gosh. Double 9 now for Gilligan. No choice. Way inside. Just wants to mercy the 1 to leave the double 4. Double 18 now for Mike Hughes. Double 9. Where Gilligan just missed inside. Hughes does not. Finds it for the guaranteed point. Hughes on the board now in the leaderboard. Introducing himself to the rest of the league. And now it's up to Gilligan to decide if we're going to go to a last leg decider here.
100.
Putting in some fire to start. Congrass saying nice out. Absolutely. We have had some checkouts tonight. Hughes with 2 combination finishes. A 59 and an 80. That 80 going a real funky way. 157.22. Gilligan with a 115 of his own. Not too shabby.
41.
Well, Gilligan's got a mind to push this to a last leg decider. He wants a point out of his efforts here. So now both players above that 50 average. Gilligan pushing closer and closer. Oh, he's actually right on there now. His season average 53.55. Mike Hughes has averaged 51.26. So these players right on there
92.
and putting on a real exciting showing here. Again, just such a funky pace to the match. With Gilligan throwing first, the legs have gone Hughes, Hughes, Gilligan, Hughes, Gilligan, 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 Hughes, Hughes, Hughes.
60.
And someone should remix that into a rap. So that would be awesome. Ton 60 would be fitting here to push this to a last leg decider. It won't go though, but it doesn't matter, as DJ Mike Hughes has a lot of work to do. Oh, that's part of it. That's part of it. Oh no! Beautiful darts from DJ Mike Hughes. Oh boy. Finding 2 perfect treble 20s. Now 20 for bullseye for Gilligan here. To push it to a last leg decider. Oh, great effort. Finds the 25 instead. And a very tight first start for Mike Hughes will give Mike Gilligan a chance to come back. It's going to be 9 for double 8.
75.
The 9 is good. Oh, the double 16 is too much. Hughes with a chance now to end it for the match. 2 points on the board. One more 20 leaves tops. Oh no. 19 for the layup. Doesn't even go. It's a 3. Making a mash of it. Maybe Mike Hughes just wants the extra action too as he prepares for his photo life tonight. Double 8, double 4 now for Gilligan. Oh, wow. Right on the wire. It could not have been closer. 1 and 16 got 48. Double 4 now. Busts it into the 18. 10 too many. What is happening here? Double 2 Gilligan. to push it to an LLD. Almost bust into the 15. A madhouse now. Just a bit high. It's in range, though. Wow, just tucks it into that tippy top corner. Oh, my goodness. Well, we've got a last leg decider here. You'll love to see it.
46.
What is it going to be? Oh, I was wrong about Gilligan starting with the darts. For some reason, I thought he won the bull. My bad. Well, he did. Oh, wait, right, he did. And so this is a non-number game, and therefore he uses the darts. Never mind.
24.
Ungraw saying he loves some LLD. Gotta love some last leg decider. Especially in a quality match. You don't want to see like a sloppy match or a match that started good and then became a mess going to a last leg decider. You want to see a match kind of crescendo on its way to the last leg and then have this no, it's crescendo. I'm thinking of another word, but I'm not going to say it. New board time for Gilligan. I have shared the recent deals, the recent board deals that have been going around with all these players. They're aware of them. We've been buying boards by the boatload here in Austin and around the country in the Quarantine Premier League and the Quarantine League, Quarantine Tour players. No excuse for these dropouts. I'm also not sure if Mike repoints his darts. Might be time for some points, but I mean, as we can see, that board just looks in not the best shape.
41.
All right, Hughes retains the advantage here. He might have to employ some math. Really wants to go, needs to move over to 18s here. Oh.
50.
Well, 50 still puts Mike a good bit behind. He'll need a treble and then some to try to assume control of this leg. Congrass saying he recommends sandpaper to keep the points grippy. I need to get some of those myself for sure.
60.
So 3 very smooth, very consistently thrown darts there from DG Mike Hughes to get into checkout range first. Meanwhile, Gilligan way behind is going to need a big treble here. I don't think he can do it now with that dart finding the treble 5.
54.
Now, Hughes will have at least 6 at this 158.
78.
Wow. Great targeting from 105 to go bull there. I that was intentional. That is some big brain thinking over there from a very math aware Mike Hughes. Oh no, but can't follow it up with good target shooting. Oh, and misses a big number again. No! We've been seeing this all evening. A doable 149 here from Gilligan, who's already taken out the 115. So it will be a chance for Mike Hughes, who I do believe is going 25 first start.
25.
Oh, it's in there. Double 20 for the match. Double 10. Oh, too tight. Little bit low. Can't get through the door. You figure he'll have another chance. But I wouldn't bet the farm on it. A doable 124 for sweet action. And how sweet it would be. Treble 18 would leave a bullseye. A bullseye to split the points. Yes! Oh, he hit it! It's incredible! I can hardly believe it! Mike Gilligan with the 1-2-4 on the bullseye!
Holy crap, that was
It is absolutely outrageous! What just happened there? Where's my booth camera? I'm freaking out! Oh my gosh, what an amazing turn of events there! All the advantage to Mike Hughes on the 65. Nails the 25. Just shaves inside the double 20. Little bit low and outside the double 10. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. Wow, what an absolute treat. Whew. All right, so our new and updated standings. We've got Mike Hughes on the board here now with 1 point, joining Jae-Hoon Lim and Seth Wilkerson, Old Boy and Silver Fox. Leg differential, he certainly has the advantage over the rest of them. And I mean, again, it's like DJ Mike Hughes playing well tonight. It almost feels unfortunate to not come away with both of those ranking points. I feel like that's been the story of a lot of this season for him. Wow. So just I don't know. I'm just still so excited and kind of flustered from all that excitement at the end there. Again, just what an outrageous 124 finish on the bullseye for Gilligan to take that 12th and final leg to draw it up at 6. Jeez, let's take one more look at these numbers here. Wow, so just almost nothing different in the scoring or in the averages. But like I've been saying all match long, the power scoring clearly in Gilligan's favor. But that just obviously wasn't the difference in the match. It just wasn't enough to make a difference, I should say. Wow, just Hughes so dominant for so much of that. Just incredible stuff. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Gongal saying he's wide awake now. Yeah, and now of course Vodal is starting. So you're in trouble, man. But get some sleep tonight. And again, thanks to everyone for tuning in and watching here in the City League Quarantine Premier League, and of course thanks to the players for putting on such an absolute treat of a match. That's all for us, y'all. Have a great evening. Cheers.